Please don't. Good day, good morning, good evening, good day, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever it is that when you guys watch this. I needed some coffee. Don't mind my two little dots on my shirt. They just there. Let me wake up. Let me talk to everybody. Y'all, I had a Saturday. Saturday for me. Okay, I want to talk about my Saturday that I had. That was I want to talk about my Saturday because my Saturday blew me away. Okay, my Saturday was okay. Let me start here. So I was asked to speak at this engagement with a group of ladies, right? Me not thinking like what, but this was a friend of mine. She's like my sister. So we're all close, right? And she said, Debbie, she called me up. She said, Debbie, I want you to come and speak at my event. And I was like, cool, whatever you need me to do. I didn't ask no questions. I didn't ask any questions. I'm there whenever, whatever you need me to do, because she attended my wedding. This is like her father was my spiritual father. Well, I say he still is my spiritual father, but anywho, I'm like, yeah, whatever you need me to do, I'm gonna be there. And she's like, just wear pink and make sure that you speak for 5 minutes and such a blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't ask no other questions. I'm like, whatever you need me to do, I'm there. What you need. Oh, so funny. So I was going to go live. I was like, do you mind if I go live? Because I wasn't thinking of what type of event this was going to be, right? I didn't have no thought. I was like, because I want to show the YouTube people and such a blah blah blah. And so I got there late, but I didn't get there late. This is how auspicious this whole Saturday was. You hear me? Yeah, I'm drinking on some coffee. And I'm having some. Don't mess with me. So anyway, so I picked my husband up. She's like, just wear all pink. It's just for the ladies. Never mind my I don't trip on my clothes right now. I ain't tripping on my clothes. But anyway, I was like, I said, I'm going to be running late. I'm going to pick my husband up and then we're going to come, right? So I had my husband bring the equipment up and everything like that. And I'm saying, okay, this is all ladies, all wearing pink. And I'm like, there's no men's here. So my husband, you cannot be here. So I kissed my husband. He go out to the car. I said, do you mind if I videotape? And she's like, well, it's kind of personal. I'm like, oh, this is for me. Because me, I'm always like, I need to, this was for me. What I mean by this was for me, this was an event that was for me to cherish. You know what I mean? And normally I used to be around all of these ladies and go out and we entertain, we bond together, However, I hadn't been going out since I got married. I haven't really been doing anything, right? So I was like, I'm going this time. I didn't catch on how powerful this event was going to be for me. That's what I mean by that. So I was like, honey, well, you got to go. And he met up with the other husbands and boyfriends and stuff like that. And they hung out. They did the men thing and we did the women thing. We ate good. We ate well. I was one of the speakers. Look how beautiful this is. This was the event. You see that? Look how beautiful that is. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? And then look here. This is my friend right there. Look at that. She the one put this whole thing on for us ladies. She has, her heart is so freaking huge. Like when she care for you, she care for you. When she let you in her heart, you're there. You have your own little space in her heart, and you can't even remove you. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, so this is for me to get something out of this to strengthen me. You feel me? So I was like, honey, you gotta go. Give me a kiss. Okay. So now when and then the speaker, here I am. I'm only gonna show me. Oops, hold on. I'm only gonna show me because. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let me see. How can I do this? This way and then this way. Yeah. I'm in the book. I'm in the book. I'm like, oh my God. This was so nice, right? So I was supposed to speak about fight. You know what I'm saying? So I had a whole thing planned. I had a whole thing of how I was going to speak and what I was going to say and so forth and so on. However, one of the ladies, she is very, very close to me as well. She was I did not know. She stood up and she started speaking, right? When she started speaking, I was like, oh my God, this is touching my heart. Like, I was listening further to the words. I was like, oh my God, who is she talking about? And then I was like, tears started coming out of my from me. Like, oh my God, is she talking to me? Is she talking about me? I don't know how to contain anything. So I have a habit of, if I'm happy, you all gonna know I'm happy. If I'm sad, you gonna know I'm sad. If I'm elated, you gonna know that off the rip. I don't know how to contain anything. I don't know how to contain my emotions. So I'm crying, and then I'm noticing she's looking directly at me. Oh my God, she's introducing me. That was the most beautiful introduction I have ever had in my entire life. It shocked the mess out of me. I did not know it was me that she was speaking about. Who is this beautiful person that she is talking about? Like, you feel me? I was like, oh my God. So I tears coming down my eyes, and the ladies are clapping. And this, before the meeting even took place, while we're sitting there eating and stuff, we're talking, and we're all like, listen, if you get an opportunity to be able to be amongst other women's ladies, take that opportunity, because they will sow into you and you don't even know them, but they got some jewels or some trinkets just for you. And they speak about it. And we were all like, I was like, my God, I've been missing all of this. I've been invited to several of them, but I've been missing them for whatever reason. I'm like, why have I been missing this? Like, so I get up and I speak because of what she said. It flipped my whole thing of what I wanted to speak about. So I ended up speaking about something else, about me being in the fight, like how I've been in the fight for years. I'm still in the fight. I spoke about how I'm a mother, how I was previously married, how I was in I was not going to speak about any of this. How I was previously married, how I was abused in a marriage, how in another marriage, how I lost my son through decapitation, and how my daughter got shot, and how I'm a mother that's experiencing those type of feelings, and how I'm still in the fight, and how this big company I'm up against today that the IRS gave them to the 11th of October to get themselves together to fill out a corrective 1099, and how in the midst of the fight, God will give you strength, and you'll be able to help other people and shock and amaze your own self in the fight. I'm speaking these words I'm like, Lord, you're gonna have to speak through me, because this switched my whole program. That switched my whole thing. So I'm just speaking of whatever's come through to me, like, and then the second speaker gets up and speak, and she's like, this is not what I was going to say, and I'm going to gravitate to, I'm going to piggyback on what you said and so forth. And then her words were impeccable. I mean, just touched my whole heart on the things and the person who she is, that I asked her if I could interview her. So I'm going to connect up with her. She's going to shock you all by what she says and how she says and how she brings it. I was sitting there like, my God, why have I been missing this? I'm telling you, each lady, it was so fun, so much fun, so funny, so it was just feeding off of each other. You feel me? And it was so engaging. I don't think anybody felt, no one felt like it wasn't a strange place. It was familiar. It was just beautiful. So big ups to you, Tasha. You did that because I'm still on that cloud. Look at your girl. I'm still floating on that cloud. And then when we got ready to leave, I'm thinking I'm finna go. I'm thinking my husband, I'm packing up everything that I need. I'm packing it all up. Y'all, I don't have no footage for y'all because it was just for me. My tears was for me. My joy was for me. The words was for me. It was just all for me. Every lady, it was for every lady that was there. It was just our space, our place. And that's why I don't have any footage or anything like that. It was the most amazing thing ever, and it was just amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, if my husband, there was a song that came on, I even did a little twerk. It was just me playing around though, but I was like, if my husband saw me do it, I didn't even tell him, so he will find out on here. But it wasn't that kind of a party. It was just, that was the after. Everything was over with, everybody talking and music playing and stuff like that. So it wasn't a lot of females. It was just a select few. And it was just, I mean, the food, amazing. The conversation, everything was just, it was exasperating. It was in such a wonderful way. It was beautiful. So I'm packing up everything. I'm like going downstairs and meet my husband, and sister say, well, where you going? I'm going downstairs to my husband, get ready to go. He got to get up early in the morning. She's like, your husband ain't here. I'm like, what you mean my husband ain't here? Where he at? Where my husband at? Where? Let me see. Hold on. Do I have this on? Hold on. Y'all give me one moment. I'm like, where's my husband? What do you mean my husband is not here? Where is he? She's like, he's with the men folks. They off doing their thing. And I was like, oh my God. So I got a little more time to spend with the ladies. And then when we all got ready to go, the men's were downstairs waiting, right? This part really threw me away. I'm like, my God, had I not gone to this event, I would not have had this opportunity. One of the people, I ain't mentioning nobody's names, but one of the individuals that was there, because we were talking about the Mike and Deja Hucklebuck. And everybody had their own opinion about, the situation and so forth and so on. Gets downstairs, and I was like, telling my honey, I was like, honey, we was talking about Mike and Deja Hucklebuck. And they were like, oh, you talking about I know them. I was like, oh, you do? I was like, well, what's your thought on such and such? He was like, hold on a minute. Reached in his phone, went through the phone book, hit video. I was like, wait a minute, wait, maybe they don't want to talk and such a blah, blah, blah. And they was like I was watching them. You know how you see how you watch me on the video? You know how you watch them on the video? What? Boom! Both of them sitting side by side, looking at me as I'm looking at them. Look at me, look at them as I'm looking at them. Looking at me, look at them. I was like, I was like, wait a minute, what? I said, hold on a minute. I had to stop and pray. I said, God, I don't know. I was like, God, I don't know what you want me to say right here because you've given me this opportunity. Just speak through me and the things that you want me to say right now in this moment, because I don't know. I don't want to cross anything. I don't want to mess anything up. I just want I just want to say what you want me to say, right? And I'm like, oh my God, right? Mike. I said, Mike, yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in you, you know, and I didn't have no fear of speaking with him and Deja at all. I didn't have no fear at all. But I could tell, like in the beginning, it was like, well, all y'all, I said, hold up, time out. Okay, don't clump me into don't clump me into everybody else. Don't do that. I'm me. I said, I'm a person that speaks what I feel. And if I said it, I meant it. I said, I did a video. I said, do you know who I am? And he was like, no, who are you? I said, you don't know who I am? And he was like, no. I said, I'm Debbie Curry Speaks. I did a video on you and your wife Deja. I did a video on you all, and I stressed my opinion. I meant what I said, how I said it, when I said it, the time I said it. That is what I felt when I said what I said, how I said. I said, so I am Debbie Curry Speaks. Deja grabbed the other phone and was like, boom, and showed me on the video speaking about them. I'm like, okay. But I just want you to know, I meant what I said, how I said, when I said, how I said, what I said, when I said it on that video. I meant those things. I said, Mike, I am disappointed in you. And he said, why are you disappointed in me? And y'all, Mike was doing the talking. Like Mike was wanted to speak and get everything out and say and and answer and it was a brief conversation. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell y'all. They did share some things with me that I'm not divulging until we have another conversation and I receive receipts from that, because they shared few things with me. I'm not going to get on here and be one of those people that just start blabbing off at the mouth about everything that we talked about unless I have receipts. Does it make sense? Because I don't want to get caught up in no mess. What I'm doing is a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. I'm trying to help people's lives. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I come on here, one of my videos that I spoke about, or just on my Facebook alone that I could see, it reached 30,000 people. The other one reached 20,000 or 14, 19,000 people. And it's like, whatever. Now I'm noticing that whatever I'm saying and I'm giving my opinion on, people are recognizing you. We don't know who watches us or what. We don't have no idea when people watch us. I'm wondering, hold on, I'm trying to figure something out. There we go. We gotta be, when we speak, we gotta understand that a lot of people are watching us. Okay. So I'm talking to them and Mike is like, really like, look, check this out, and whoop, whoop, whoop. And he's talking to me, and he's sharing with me. I'm like, hold up. And I hear Deja in the background. Well, she's sitting on the side of him. She ain't in the background. They both sitting, but Mike has the video on to him, and he's speaking. You know how we all say, well, let Mike speak. Well, Mike was speaking. You heard me? Mike was speaking. He was like, well, but when they was like getting ready to like clump me in, I was like, hold on. And a level of respect was in the room. That's off top, but from all three of us, there was a level of respect in the room. When I spoke, they were quiet. When they spoke, I was quiet. It was. We were hearing each other out. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, well, allow me to speak to Deja. And I was like, God, all these people kept putting on. It is because of you guys that I believe that this happened, because I was reading a lot of you guys underneath my video that I did, commenting, saying, I hope that Deja will hear you one day. I hope that she can hear you one day. I kept hearing that and seeing that from you all. I really did. Well, I believe that God made that possible amongst friends. I mean, God made it possible, and friends got in there and finished, you know, bringing it all together. And I had the opportunity to speak to Deja, say, Deja, look, between you and your mom, that is your mom. That will forever be your mom. And no one can take that from you. She will forever be your mother. You hear me? I said, I heard you called your mom a hoe on one of the lives. I said, and I even told Mike this. Mike can say that I said this. I said, Mike, I don't think that is fair that you're not allowing this mother and this daughter to come together. I said, I don't see you trying to bring them together. And I understand that some mess took place. And it was probably, and to me, I believe it was before your time, but you're not helping the situation. You're not helping the situation between this mother and this daughter. My focus was really to just talk to Deja. I don't know if it makes sense, but I told Deja, I said, this problem, this situation that you're involved in is not really your problem. And I see that you are very, very extremely defensive when you come on and you speak. But I said, this is not your problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is something that happened to you. I said on my video, I said, you probably didn't have anybody to talk to, anyone to turn to. And she was like right on it. She was like, I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anybody to turn to. I didn't have anybody that felt like that they were there for me. I didn't have that. And when I spoke with Mike listened to me. And I said, I can appreciate that. And he allowed us to speak. He was sitting right there, both of them sitting right there. And I said, please allow me to speak to your wife for a minute. And I talked to her almost the same thing, because we didn't get a chance to finish the conversation because we all had to leave from the event that we were at. And, so I said, it could have been, I'm not the person to come in and ruin a marriage, but it could have been the reason why God sent Mike to you was to have that listening ear, because you didn't have it. And I saw her face, y'all. When I say that God gave me this great opportunity to speak to both of them, and also that speak directly to Deja, because my heart goes out to her. You feel me? And because of all of this, I'm sure she wasn't saying like, oh, when I get married, I'm going to defend my marriage. I'm going, you know, nobody wants to do that. Not even us want to sit up and have to feel like they have to be on protective mode all the time. You feel me? So I was like, when I saw her face, I really looked at her, and I could just tell. I think that for me, this is my feel on it. Now they could say it was a whole nother way with them. I'm only taking what it felt like for me. When I looked at Deja's face as I was talking to Deja, because I requested that Mike put the video directly onto her so that I could speak with her, and I spoke with her, and I could just see her face like, how can I explain this? There was no anger. There was kind of like, Deja and Mike, if you guys are watching this, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. You guys can hit me up on my Facebook Messenger or the Instagram Messenger, and we could talk. And like I told them, If I'm wrong in any kind of way, I don't have a problem with apologizing with the things I say if it's out of line or if it's wrong with something. But I did state that what I said in my first video, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant in that. That's how I felt. So I said what I said. I'm not going to take anything back of what I said. That's not what I'm going to do. But I said, I felt like she was like, finally, somebody do understand. She's not like the rest of these people out here trying to like just throw stones at us and not try to help. Because the thing about it is, we can say a lot. Hold on, I don't know why my phone. I mean hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me my hold on. My laptop is not charging. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. She wanted understanding. Her face was, to me, was, I want somebody to understand me. I'm sick and tired of being judged. I want understanding. That's what I felt in her face. Like, I can listen to somebody. You know how we just study? Okay. You know how some of us, sometimes we could just be bullies on these apps and stress our opinion, but we're not trying to hear nobody else. I think her thing was just listen to what I'm trying to say. That was her thing. Listen, this is what it was like for me when I was young. I was in and out of this. I was going through this. It was hell for her, is what she's saying. And that's her take on it. From the little bit that I got, that was her take. I didn't been through hell. I didn't have to fight. I didn't have to speak up. Nobody was listening to me. Nobody cared about me. That's how she felt. We can't knock her feelings of how she felt. No, we do see something wrong with the situation, but for God to give me the opportunity to speak to her was amazing to me. I just hope that I spoke the right words, that she could hear me and understand that not everybody is attacking her. And what y'all see is her on guard. You know how when you feel like things are against you and people attack you and people not wanting to hear what you have to say, how you say it, they don't care about what you say. They don't care. They write, you need to follow what they saying, and that's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know she young. She young and fighting all these grown folks. All of them across the world, grown folks. Just by my conversation with her, my heart goes out to her even the more of her being put in a situation. I didn't really get a chance to go into all the conversation I wanted to go into with Mike, though. I didn't. So I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say that I did. There was some things that Mike and I talked about that he shared with me, but I can't put that out. I got information. I can't put that out because a woman of integrity who I am, I'm not about to just say, blah, blah, blah. I'm not about to do all of that in there. And I don't have proof to line up with everything because we didn't have enough time. Now he was saying, I could send you this, I could send you that. He was saying that to me. And I appreciate him for that because, yeah, but I'm not going to divulge that type of information. I just think that it was a blessing for me to be able to have that opportunity to speak with her and share some of the things that I shared with her in front of Mike. I think that was nice that I was given that opportunity. So, but I can't divulge the rest because I need proof. I still have questions. All the questions, if Mike and Deja, if you guys are watching, you guys showed me that you watched the video, which I appreciate that. If the questions that you see me have that I have on the video are those questions that I have and a few more. And I don't mind talking to you guys. I don't mind, even if you guys wanted to do a live interview, I don't mind that. But if you guys just want to continue to speak behind the scenes, I'm cool with that too. Because I'm getting understanding and I'm being able to know better, like to help the people that gravitate to what I'm talking about. You feel me? Because just by talking to Deja, I'm able to right now say to young men and young ladies, listen, when life is hard, when y'all are young, and you feel like there's nobody to talk to in your circle, that you may have to step outside your circle to find somebody to confide in the feelings that you have. Because sometimes those overwhelming feelings can cause people to commit suicide. They can give you suicidal thoughts. They can give you so much anger built up in your heart, your mind, and your soul that you go delirious and you place yourself in your own prison. You have the keys and you're behind bars, but you don't want to use those keys to unlock that door to get out of that prison. So you sometimes start making wrong choices and decisions that will affect your life. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter whether you become a gangbanger, drug dealer, prostitution, what all you will make decisions. You will make an immediate decision that will be bad for you long term. So any decision that you make as a young person, this is just what you got to realize. Every 13-year-old has gone through confusion. You hear me? Every 13-year-old has faced something that they did not want to face. You hear me? Every 13-year-old. If they didn't, that was a blessing on their part. But especially when you grow up in the hood, or you grow wherever you grow up at, because it just happens. It's called adolescence. You understand? That's what it's called. There's a name for it. It's called adolescent, childhood, and teenage years. When you hit 16 and all that stuff, and it's that I want to be grown, but I'm not grown yet stage. Everybody have endured that. You hear me? And you think that's confusing. You think 13, 16 is confusing and 18 is confusing. Wait till you reach 21. There's a stage in everything. You hear me? You're not alone. You're not the only ones going through it. You just have to find someone that you can literally confide in, and don't get those feelings mixed up. Understand, appreciate them for what they are. If someone is listening to you, if someone is giving you the best advice. I've been around people that have given me great advice for a long time. I was one of those kids that moved too fast. I was a person that had a child at a young age. Why y'all think I speak the way I speak? Why you think I say what I say? Because a lot of times we don't have those type of peoples around us. But when we grow up, if we don't give back and speak and do better than what we did when we was kids, let me tell you something. Even your own family members will turn backs on you. Even your own family members will remove themselves from you. You don't need to be fighting with them on if they want to remove themselves from you. Sometimes you have to just let them go. You hear me? Sometimes you got to move that out of your space so that you don't be clogged up with a whole bunch of mess. That's what you got to do sometimes. You got to make that decision. Be like, okay, that's fine. It don't mean that you got to sit up and argue, cuss them out, and this and that and the other. Okay, cool. Whatever you want, that's all right with me. It took me a long time to get to that point to learn that everybody can't go where you're supposed to go. Everybody can't do what you're supposed to do. You hear me? And that's on period. If anybody tell you that's not facts, they lying to you. I don't know why. Thank you, Jack. How do I do that? Okay, it's telling me to turn on subscription mode. I don't know why I don't have that in here. Where do I do that at? This study said my battery low too. I don't know how to turn on the. If I'm not reading y'all messages, it's because I can't see them, and I'm not for sure what I'm supposed to do to turn them on. What is this? Oh wait, I don't need that. Okay, so I only if I, forgive me. So when speaking to Deja and we see the rough of her on the social media, that's not who I met. I didn't meet the rough her. I didn't it felt like in the beginning because they didn't know who I was, you know what I'm saying? They don't know me from Adam. I was like, I don't know y'all don't know me. We need to, speak. Let's and I saw her, she spoke, she listened, he spoke, he listened, I spoke, I listened. If we just didn't have enough time, that was it, and that was all. But I don't have a respected person anywhere, just so y'all know. So I could speak to anybody. I treat literally I say this over and over again, the CEO like the trash man, you're on the same level. You knock yourself down, that is what you did. I don't have a respected person, so I can speak to anyone. But it was shocking to me because okay, there we go. You said great advice. It turned on. Thank you. Okay, glad to see that. Thank you, Ruby. 13 Red, appreciate you. So it was nice to talk to them. I'm looking at them on video. I'm like, I had a moment though. I ain't gonna lie, I had a moment. I was like, am I really on video with them? Because they were sitting. I'm like, I'm normally seeing them on video. I would like to continue the conversation because we all do have questions, Mike, and you know that's factual. We all have questions, and I thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to say the things that I've said, and you guys share with me the things that you said thus far. I would like to continue the conversation because we have questions. We do. And maybe, and like I told her, I told the both of them, but I was talking to her. I was like, God has given you an opportunity, a platform. Now you could choose to use that platform the right way or the wrong way. That's up to you. But the platform you have is in front of the whole wide world. That's what it is. So what you choose to do with it is what you choose to do with it, but you will be accountable for it. You know what I mean? So a lot of people are coming out. I said, look, in order for me to say what I had to say, y'all see this young lady. Y'all see the other young lady speaking up and coming out with receipts. I can't come out and say what you guys share with me if I ain't got no receipts to back this up. I give my opinion. I didn't know that my opinion was I should know this, was reaching like a lot of people and touching a lot of people's hearts and souls. And because even now, as I'm talking to y'all right now, somebody they're commenting on this other post of my opinion, which I appreciate it. You understand? Like I say, if I do a reaction of something on using my opinion, if I said what I said, I meant what I said when I said it, how I said it, when I said it. That's what I said. And that's it. I'm not taking anything back unless I have to come back and apologize, which I am a person that don't mind apologizing for certain things. I don't have a problem with that. That's not hard to say. I apologize for saying whoop, whoop, wop, wop if this is the case. But we do have questions. We do have questions. We do have concerns. They're not the only situation like this, just so y'all know. I did watch the other day where there are, because this was brought to light, the way that it was, there's a lot of people that married a lot of young people. And I'm looking at this and it's coming across my timeline like, what? Now who? What? And what? And there's even a show I saw this young lady doing, and I want to connect up with this young lady too, because she has on the internet, on Facebook, I believe it was that I saw it, where they're catching the pedophiles that are trying to meet 15, 13-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls. So you guys need to be careful, literally, with your children. And this is off the rip. You need to be careful because this stuff is really happening. Why is this not open? Hold on, y'all. I don't want my laptop to cut off, and it looks like it is. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Jesus. I'm like, my God. So thank y'all for holding on still. Y'all need to be talking to y'all kids. Y'all really do. Y'all know we go through the age of where we feel like that we were too grown. Could nobody tell us nothing? We can do what we want to do when we want to do it, how we want to do it. Sorry. Y'all need to really be talking to your babies, like on the real. This world is getting ridiculous. Hold on just a second. Make sure anything in here. This world is getting so freaking ridiculous. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. What you say? Good morning, friend. This is, what'd you say, Antoinette? You say, good morning, friend. This is your season to receive it. I mean, this is your season. Receive it. Bigger blessings are coming your way. Thank you. I received that. Thank you. Thank you. And listen. Hey, lady. Hey, nice. Monica. You guys need to be really talking to y'all kids. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know why Facebook been having the problems that Facebook been having. If y'all don't pay attention to this stuff, man, y'all... So everybody know Facebook new name is Meta, right? META, Meta. Well, is actually has something to do with they trying to get to. They was Facebook. Now they're Meta. They're going to be Metaverse. Okay, Metaverse. Let me show y'all something. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. So this is why we need to be talking to our kids. Metaverse is connecting up with, do y'all know what this is? Do y'all have any idea what this is? Does anyone know what this is? I'll tell you what this is. This is Oculus, okay? This is Oculus. Quest, this is Quest 2, okay? Oculus Quest 2, that's what this is. So Facebook is going to be virtual. You understand me? They're trying to do, well, they're connecting up with them to be virtual and what's the word I'm trying to use? If any of you all have this, when you put this on and you're able to go to transportation, this is what I put out a thing. Y'all gotta excuse me for talking over my words. I put out a thing on Facebook one time. I said, can anybody tell me how I can be in Italy, Paris, and be home at the same time? Nobody could answer that. You know how I could be in those places? Because I have virtual reality. I could put this on right now, sit right here, and then if I want to go to Tahiti, I could go to Tahiti right now. They want it to where they can reach out and touch. This is how they want the new Facebook to be, where you go to each of your virtual spots. You see how you guys are coming on here, and you on in this room right here that we're in on YouTube. Well, that's what they want to do with Facebook. Okay. I'm not Mike. What's his name? The guy over the Facebook. He announced a lot that he wants to do and change in with Facebook so that Facebook technology is up high. There's another guy. Remember when Facebook and Zimmerman. Boom. So Zimmerman and the other guy don't go on Facebook at all, period. He goes on the other thing because he don't like, because they were in competition. Well, Zuckerberg, that's his name. This is what Facebook is going to be. Okay, that's why the glitches and stuff is happening. That's why it went down and we didn't understand it, because they're transitioning. Okay, even though it didn't look like, and everybody involved and all of this other stuff, we got our minds on the wrong thing. We got our minds on the bullying factor, that we can connect up to people's channel and bully them, but we don't have our minds set up on what's really going on around us. Everything is technology. You today, God, if you're still here today, God has blessed you to be a part of the new world, which is technology. You hear me? And it's getting greater and it's getting greater and it's getting greater. As I watched the video of watching him go in and out of virtuality places and stuff like that, I'm like, dang, I could do that right here right here. But they're improving everything. So I don't know how much these cost now. I just know I paid, look, maybe $500 for this thing, because you got to get the different apps and stuff like that. But this is what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got, and he talked about the hands, because they want you to be able to reach out and touch things and stuff like that. That is what this is. When you put these things on inside the thing, when you're inside the Quest 2, you got hands. You know what I'm saying? I got introduced to it because a young lady, I went over to my daughter's house and she had this thing, and then she put me on a roller coaster, and the roller coaster made me sick. I felt like I wanted to puke. Because you feel the whole thing, that you go through the twists and turns and the highs and lows of everything. You sitting on this roller coaster and you can really look down and your feet is like there's nothing up under you. You can exercise with this thing. You have you could be in wherever you at, you're exercising, you say hello Jennifer. You can exercise with this thing. You can do a lot. They want Facebook to be like, if there's a concert going on, your friend can pull you into the concert and you can enjoy the concert, communicate with your friend in the concert and stuff like that. So it's transitioning. It is transitioning. You hear me? So instead of all the bullying, instead of all of everything that's going on, let us not focus so much on all that stuff and educate ourselves to get ready for what's happening around us. The other day when I was on here, I was like, they got cars that flies. Somebody was like, no, they don't. I'm like, yes, they do got cars that fly. They do. I'm like, they have cars that fly. They have cars that, so you're riding on it and you can go right into the water and it turns into a boat. They got some going to a submarine. They got some cars that go straight that also go to the side and drive like that. And they have all of this stuff already. We just don't have it because y'all got the money like that. Because I know if I had the money to get me a car that fly and ride and go in the water, what you need the airlines for, what you need the airports for, what you need all this other stuff. You can own your own stuff. You ain't got what? You straight, you strizzle, you all right. But that's where we're headed. So if you wake up and you blessed to see another day, man, educate yourself, get informed about what's going on in the world around you. For real. A lot of people are not doing that. And that's why I was saying with Deja and Mike, like, I'm like, you guys have a platform now. You can reach a lot of people and talk to a lot of people. You need to be able, what is your stuff about? So after every now I'm saying this to them if they're watching me. So after all the smoke is gone and people are like, okay, this story is old, we don't want to talk about it no more, then what? for me to speak to you, Mike and Deja, and literally, I don't know if y'all even saw me move my lips to pray. I was praying to God, Lord, okay, you gave me this opportunity to speak to Mike and Deja Huckable, then give me the words to say. Because I don't want my words to get in the way. I don't want to get in the way of any of this. You ordained this thing. You make this thing divine like this. You didn't have to do this. Me? I ain't nobody. How I'm gonna get to speak to Mike and Deja Huckable or something I was passionate about, that I was so passionate about. I put a video out to say how I felt. And why would you make me the person to speak to them? Why is everybody going to, a lot of people going to my videos over on Facebook, and it's 30,000 and it's this much and they're expressing themselves over there, whether they agree with what I said or didn't say, or what my opinion is about. Why me? Who am I? Who am I? I be asking my husband, who am I? And he be like, you're Mrs. Curry. And I'm like, what? Mom means something. I'm something. Oh, I must be somebody. Like, I be tripping. I be literally tripping because of the opportunities that God gives to me. What'd you say? I keep freezing up. I'm so sorry, you guys. If I'm freezing up on the Facebook, you guys might want to get over on YouTube on Debbie Curry Speaks. Go on YouTube on Debbie Curry Speaks, because I'm over there. I'm so sorry it's freezing up over there. I told y'all Facebook, they doing a whole change thing. They getting it together. We think it's one thing, but it's really because they're transitioning everything. They're transitioning everything to the new name, the new layout, the new all of that. That's what they doing over at Facebook. And we think that is something else. I'm telling y'all what's happening. So come over on YouTube and on Debbie Curry Speaks, because this is going to be probably my last time that I'm reading the comments of those that are not subscribers or members on my YouTube page. So get over here and become a subscriber or such thing like that, because God got some stuff in store for me to be involved in. And I thank God for allowing me to be able to meet all of you guys. I haven't met you in person, but I feel like we have a connection. This platform, this is us. I don't have no name for it. Well, I do when you guys can become members. There's the diamonds, the pearls, and the elites. That's who you guys is. But I don't have I'm not calling y'all no squad. I'm not calling y'all are kings and queens, and y'all are amongst the elite, the advice and the things that we talk about in here and what y'all share with me. Like I'm being healed off things in my life from y'all. You feel me? Some of the things that y'all say helps me out, like dinner. I don't even know what happened to that video. Somehow, I think when I was trying to get the video up, I deleted it by mistake. I went grocery shopping, and a lot of people was on there telling me what to get for groceries and what to cook for dinner. And I was like, and I was able to take their advice. I was able to try out some new things that, that was like, oh, this tastes good. I'm gonna buy this because I'm listening. I was able to get vitamins, and when my husband got sick, y'all was giving me advice on what I need to take. This is how I this is what I love, and this is what I hope that Mike and Deja will be able to experience, that you guys give them some advice, because if they should stay together or married or not, that is between them and God. We can say our opinions and say what we like or don't like about what transpired, how it happened, and so forth like that. But that's between them and God if they choose to stay married or not. If they choose to stay married, y'all know Deja gonna need some advice as being a wife. Y'all know that. Being a wife is totally different from being a girlfriend, from being a side chick, a side piece, or whatever side things that you want to call it or whatever, and not take life serious. Being married is a very serious situation. It's extremely serious. And you gotta, marriage is for the strong. It ain't for the weak. Now, being single, I understand that is hard as well. But being married, when you say I commit to one person, you hear me? Because when you single, you can go out, venture, do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. When you married, y'all going through it together. Y'all two are. Y'all two become is one. You know what I'm saying? Y'all two got to figure out a lot of life situations that wouldn't occur. Like right now, like one of the things that I wish that I would have, I think I did say this. If I didn't say this, so please, if I didn't say this, please forgive me for saying I said it, but I believe that I did say this. I think I told Deja that a lot of things that you're going through right now is because it's the life choices and situation that Mike made. And I want to talk to Mike. But a lot of things that this young lady is going through is because of the decisions and life choices that he made. Now she has to stand beside him and go through this, because I told her that you think this is about you. It's not really about you. And I know you're defending your husband, but this ain't about you. This is about him. The receipts that are coming out is about him, and you're standing beside him as he's going through this. You feel me? You wouldn't even have had to go through any of this or anything. I don't know what God has a way of doing things that we ourselves don't understand. Like I said, when I went to this event on Saturday, the Pink Affair, I was not expecting what I got. I even got a pen, and I like pink. I got a lot of stuff. I got a bag full of stuff, but I wasn't expecting, what happened to me. I wasn't expecting the women to encourage me to make. Y'all look at me. I ain't really got no makeup on. I got some lashes on, but I ain't got that much makeup on. Don't I look brighter than I did the other day when I came on here? Stop playing. Y'all know I do. And do. But it was because I was amongst women that was encouraging one another, uplifting one another. For me to be able to be myself amongst these women, I felt great. We even, y'all, I put this jar together. I wrote on this thing. They was like, y'all write on the glass and put it together. And I drew my little Woody Woodpecker. You see my little Woody Woodpecker? Can you see her? Wait a minute. She is right here. See her? See the eyes, the nose, the mouth. See the hair? I drew that. And I put sisterhood right here. I put these little things on here, which I was like, oh my God, I never drew on the glass before. I feel like I'm gonna be in trouble. But it was a relief. It was wonderful for me. So that's mine. They even gave jewelry. This is going to my grandbaby now. Look at this. And she loves unicorns. She loves unicorns. That's going to my grandbaby. That's a whole gift. We ain't gonna show her this video because I might wrap that up. Now I'm gonna give this to her as soon as I see her. But there was other like little things that they gave. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It was just wonderful. Everybody brought a dish. The food was amazing. And then right after that, I'm speaking to Mike and Deja Huckabook. I wasn't expecting that. I just wanted to share something that would make him think, allow them both to think and be like, if she thought about this, then a lot of other people are thinking the same way. Maybe not everybody is attacking us, but we should read some of the messages, the negative ones. Just move them. You ain't even got to watch them. You ain't even got to skip over them. Find the common sense in what's being said to you guys on all the platforms. Just find what make a difference. In all of our lives, we all make mistakes. None of us is perfect. We all fall. You said, we need that. Yes, Jennifer, it was so wonderful. It was just the women's. I'm thinking like, I'm going to go live on the YouTube. I'm going to, show the people, an event that I'm a part of. And Tasha was like, no, this is personal. I'm like, this is for me. Let me suck this in. Let me take this stuff in. Thank you for allowing me. Thank you for asking me to attend. Thank you for allowing me to be here. I was like, yes. But it was just wonderful. But like back to Mike and Deja, like read some of the stuff. Read some of it. I remember I did a video, and I'm telling y'all right now, it said 30,000 people still that it reached, and people are still commenting on it because I said what I said. I'm only going to speak about things that touch my heart and my soul. And I figured that if I speak on it, it's a different perspective. And then people chiming in, giving their perspective. And then we are learning and sharpening each other. You know what I'm saying? Because none of us is perfect. None of us. But we can all use the help in life that we can get as much as we can get. And because Deja, you felt like nobody was talking to you. Well, sweetie, you have the entire world speaking to you now. You have the world speaking to you now. You have what you didn't have the attention then. You have the entire world's attention right now. And it's up to you what you choose to do with that. But you have the entire world, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So do I. I have the world's attention now. I'm not out there like that, but people come by. They listen to what we listen to. They see what we have going on. And that's what this social media is about. Somebody commented on one of my posts, and they were like, well, why is this any of your business? Wait, what they say? I want to make sure I get this right. Why is this any of your business? You shouldn't even be saying anything. I said, let's see. I'm on the social media. So are you, because you are socializing underneath my page. So how can you say to anyone on any of these platforms that is not your business to speak on it? That don't even make sense. Each app is about socializing. How you choose to socialize, now that is up to you. But each app, and everybody is taking these apps so close to heart, like they are just life. You cannot live without this. This is where you lose your mind at. You know how when you, I asked my husband the other day, I said, baby, what's the 10 Commandments? And then I read the 10 Commandments. And it says you should not have false idols and stuff like that. If you can't go a day without this, maybe that's one thing that we should do. Maybe one day we should just for ourselves, for peace of mind, don't do this for one day. For one day, don't do the social. I need it. I would do it for one day. For one day, I will not come on. When you all don't see me on no social media, that means that's the day that I made up my mind that I am not coming on here. I don't come on YouTube every day. But that's what I'm going to do, that just for me. Maybe it's stuff around the house that we could do. Maybe we need to get out, take a walk, and do some stuff. Step away from all of this, because this stuff right here, what people say and do, can really bring you down. And you sitting up there wondering why you confused, why you can't make a decision, why you can't do this, because you don't have your own peace of mind. And that's and when people, some of y'all could be ruthless. Like y'all could really be ruthless and say the most evil things. And because I set my YouTube to where people can't just come on and just be cussing and all this other kind, I'm glad I did that. Because I'm like, I don't want y'all negativity on what I'm doing. If it's not helping you, baby, move on. Let me help who I'm supposed to help. Let me do my part in life that I believe that God gave me to do. Let me do me. Anybody can do what you do, but everybody can't do it how God sent you to do it. That's the thing that everybody needs to remember. You understand what I'm saying? You have a lot of content creators on the social platforms, but they can't do it how you are supposed to do it. That's the whole factor. My thing is, I see something, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to give my opinion. Then I'm going to be like, okay, now how can I help the situation? Because somebody else might be going through this and see this, and then they triggering on and think that this is how it's supposed to be. Hi, Pamela. You said, hey, she says, hey, everyone. I'm at work. Have a great day. Okay. And you as well. So, you know what I'm saying? So, for me to have that opportunity to speak to someone who I've done an opinion thing with, that was awesome for me. I actually thought, to be truthfully honest, I thought the first person that I was going to have the opportunity to speak with, the video chat with, or anything like that was the person I did the first opinion video with. That's who I thought I was going to be able to speak with. But no, God said, I got other plans. I got other things for you to do. I kept telling people, this is not the only thing I'm going to be on here talking about. I said that. I said, look, I'm a little different. I'm a little different in all areas. Just, hey, I kept saying that. Y'all still haven't met the all of me yet. I still haven't, I tried the other day to take y'all grocery shopping with me, but somehow I deleted the thing. I don't even know. It just hurt my heart because I was confused on, it was one of the ladies' birthdays and I was singing happy birthday to the other lady, and like I was just really it was so cute to me because I took you guys to grocery shop with me. You know what I'm saying? Something that I go do by myself, and I'm in the grocery store and I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? We're never too old to learn. We don't have it all. We don't know everything to say, and this is what helps us. This is what helps us if you want to take the learning experience. Y'all see stuff. Y'all, as soon as y'all get done talking to me, I get done talking to you guys. You guys go to something else, and then all you hear, you see is negative, 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 and then you're not thinking. Let me find out in what I just saw to see how I can learn for it. Well, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I shouldn't take that person's opinion like this. Maybe y'all not doing that. You just watch it. You just watch it. So for content creators, maybe you do need them. Maybe you do need to see it differently so it can open your horizon so you can get a better picture of it. You feel me? So I'm not going to even stay on here long because my little so-called breakfast that I had, it's melting. So but before I go, I just want you guys to know that Facebook is changing, okay? If you do not have the Oculus, they're coming out with a whole nother, little black thing that you can wear. I forgot what that's called. They said that's going to cost more money. But this right here, I've even watched me on here. I watch me on here. I can see a lot of stuff happening on here. This is called, for those that don't know, this is called Oculus Quest 2. That's what this is. Okay. I've been had this. Sometimes I get stuff and I just kind of sit it to the side, like my exercise bike is, I could probably get on it, but it's over to the side. My husband and I got bikes in the storage, but it's in there. And sometimes I just get stuff just to have it, so I have it in case I want to do it. But this right here, this is Oculus. And this is what Facebook is turning to, the virtual reality. This is what's about to happen, okay? Virtual reality is about to happen. If you don't know what that is, you need to educate yourself. How they be doing time travel, so far we know that this is how. And this is what they want. They want the rooms that you can go into. They want them more realer so that you can go in and pick up a cup and feel like you're picking up a cup and all of that stuff. So if you don't know how you watch, y'all on YouTube. So if you don't know what this is, you can YouTube this and figure out what's going on, because you need to educate yourself. If you're talking about transitioning, because we didn't live decades on this earth. We done been decades on this earth. And if we transition over to the new stuff that they got going on, y'all remember how it was back up in the day? It wasn't like this. We remember when we didn't have to wear masks. What? In that little yellow book, though, they did show a lot of things that was going to change. That, what is it, the Jehovah Witness books? Because when I was a little girl, that book was around, and I saw that book, and everything that was in that book is like stuff that's starting to happen. Everything that's in the book that's called the Holy Bible, stuff is happening. You know what I'm saying? Everything probably in the Quran, I've never read the Quran, is happening. You hear me? And it's just all scattered out everywhere, and it's become into confusion, and it confuses people. And some of the time, remember some of y'all was in church, some of us was in church and didn't go back to church. You still got to maintain your personal relationship with God, period. I'm gonna still stress that. You understand what I'm saying? You still got to have that. You ain't got to be religious. Okay, there's a difference. There's a difference between religious and being spiritual. There's a difference, okay? Get that, because I've been both. And I thank God that I'm just spiritual right now, because I could commune with people and talk to people. Now, you may hear me talk because I want to speak about the goodness and the blessings in my life. That's me. I'm always be that. However, if you make me mad enough, I might cuss you out too. I'm not perfect. I'm just a human being. I might tell you where to go to get off and what bus stop to take and the next one to ride on. I'm only human. I am not perfect. I did not profess to be perfect. I do not claim to be perfect. But I might, if you write something in my thing and I'm like, what? I might hit you back with the okie doke and you be like, what did she do? She did. Don't do her. Don't do her. Let me be great. Oh, snaps. Let me be great. Jimmy, you say, all right, Pastor Debbie. Let me be great. Let me be great. What you saying to that? We are only human. Okay, and in that order, and is for real. None of us is perfect. So don't do her. Don't do me. Don't do me. Don't let me be great. But I do want to say this though. I was watching the other young lady video. I said, Lord, oh Lord, here we go again. Is they talking about me? And I'm gonna tell y'all why, because who do this? Who does this? Somebody tell me if there's somebody else that does this. Who does this? I'll wait. Who does that? Is that me? That's me, right? Can anybody, if you say that that's me, can somebody put up the number one to say I'm the one that does this? Somebody please, because I know I do this. But is there anybody else that does this? If there is somebody else that does this that I'm not aware of, can you put up the number 2? You say me. It's just me. Add to that. I saw. Okay. And what? It's me? Okay. Well, I watched this young lady video. I didn't just got chills. I watched this young lady video, and that was a part of my just me. Listen. So it's me again. Here I go. Oh my God. I didn't even want to address it. I did not because I saw the young lady because I guess I don't know. I guess she watched my video too. I was trying to actually interview the young lady. And sometimes I'll hear people up and I'll be like, hey, I would like to interview you and so forth and so on. But I was watching her on the Saturday. That's why I say this, my peculiar Saturday. Like there was a lot of things that happened. And in that, I saw the young lady that is LOL, not just you. No, this is what I'm asking, Ruby. Am I the only video that you guys have seen? Not in the world. Am I the only video person that you guys do? Because I do this a lot. Thank you. And I do that a lot because it's a part of who I am. Okay. I do that. And a lot of people know I do. If you've been watching me long enough, you know I do that. And I'm trying to figure out who's the other person that do this, because when I watch this young lady video and her go like this, because she was mocking the person. And I was like, is she talking about me? Because she went viral, and I spoke about I gave my opinion. I'm like, here I go again. And it just makes me wonder, like, God, who am I? Who am I? Who have you restored and created me to be? Because I done been through hell several times. So who am I that I am getting recognition? You look at I'm like, I'm a little bitty nobody. I ain't nobody. I'm not near where I would like for God to have me at, or what my auntie told me that she foresaw over my life to be. I'm still at the small pace. You see what I'm saying? I'm not in competition with nobody because I don't do competition. If you want to do a competition with me, I'll be like, baby, here's a trophy you won, because I ain't wasting my time. Even when I was in a competition, the pageantry, I wasn't concerned about no competition. I was concerned about touching people's lives because of my platform, which was domestic violence awareness. I was more concerned about that. Had I been in a competition and thought competition, there's a lot of things I would have changed. Like my whole outfits, I'd have been slave to the gods. No, I used a friend of mine. You said, I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody. Will you come through with the come through? And in that order, and is, see. So that's why I'm like, okay, we doing this again. So I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get ready to go in just shortly. I said that earlier. Florida. We want to know what's in the Florida water. I still want to know what's in the Florida water, because everybody who I'm seeing that's involved in some heavy stuff. That's why I was talking about the young lady. I'm sorry I missed it. I got off of that subject because of my my laptop connection. There's a young lady that has a show that I want to connect with, and they are setting up pedophiles that are reaching 13, 14, 15-year-old kids. They are sending them naked pictures of them. They are saying to them, I want to meet you, and is I want to meet you. They're waiting at the places for them, at the hotels, at whatever little spot they trying to show them. They want to touch on them after the kid done told them that they're just 15. Are you a virgin? They still continuing the conversation, talking about how they would love to touch them, how they would love to do this, that, and the other. Most times, the kids that think that they're grown and can't nobody else tell them what to do are most times the ones that's been molested. I didn't say all the time. I said most times. Those are the ones that are being molested. So you might want to check and find out what your children are involved in, what is going on, and who is reaching out to them. When you play the games, the different games, the Fortnite, the Need for Speed, Grand Theft Auto, all these games that everybody playing, Oculus, and you making your avatar, and people, and because that's what Facebook wants you to do too. That's why Quest is connected up with them. They want you to create an avatar. Well, people can create their avatar to be whoever they want that avatar to be. But Facebook wanted to where that avatar, you can change up the sleeves and all that stuff like that. It's a lot of different things. But so your kids are on there. Your kids are creating avatars. The people are reaching out to your kids and communicating with your kids through these games that you think is innocent. I said this before. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on with your kids, because that show is taken in Florida. What's up with Florida water? Because they legalized it for 8. Is that why a lot of the pedophiles are gravitating to Florida? Because they legalized the kids at 18? Somebody help me out with that, because this is what my conclusion is coming up to. Because they legalized the kids at 18 to be adults. I know that some people have been emancipated, you know what I'm saying? Has been, but there's still certain things that we have to teach them, that no matter what age they are, they don't need to move so fast in life. Some people move so fast in life as adults, get caught up. So you can imagine with them moving young and thinking that they're grown, how they getting caught up. You hear me? We gotta do better than what we doing. We do. Now, as far as family members and separation and stuff goes like that, we're not gonna be friends with all our family members. We just not. And it's cool, because it's gonna be every time y'all get together and argue, all the judgment or whatever. Love from a distance. Love from a distance. If that's what it is what it is. Love from a distance. Love from a distance, if that's what it is. And it's cool, because you find your family members most times and strangers that you meet and people that you meet that you become more connected with. They take the place of what's missing in their life. Does that make sense? Because I thought I just lost myself on that. But before I go, I'm out. I'm giving myself 9 minutes and I'm out of here. 1:30, an hour and 30 minutes. That's how long I'm going to be on here. And it's 1:20. I've been on here 1:29, 1:21 right now. So in this, I want to thank the Huckabucks for allowing me to express myself on the situation that is publicly, okay? Stop going on people's pages, other people, and saying, why you got to comment on something and such and blah, 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 when it's not any of your business. It's publicly announced. It's public, okay? There are certain things, let's see what you say. Your family don't have to be blood related, and that's real talk, Antoinette. That's real talk. My event that I just went to, and I was amongst the ladies, those are my sisters. And I felt amazing. My husband was off doing his thing with the fellas, and I'm with the ladies, and it was the best. It was the best. We sat at one table, ate together. Wasn't nobody in the conference room but us. You feel me? And we were all having a great time. Wonderful. Wonderful. I really want to thank the Huckabucks for allowing me to express myself. Whether they wanted to hear what I said, how I said it, or whatever. Thank you for still listening, because you didn't have to. Soon as you saw my video and you showed my video to me that you were watching my video, you could have went click and hung up. You didn't. You didn't. Even when I said, Mike, I'm disappointed in you because blah, 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 you could have hung up. You didn't. You said, I will send you over proof to show you this and this and this and this. I can't divulge what we talked about because I ain't got no proof, and I'm not going to do that because of who I am, my credibility, my integrity, and who I am as a woman, and who I am as a person, and what I reflect on this page is to make sure we help at least one person. So I'm not going to divulge that information until I speak with Mike Huckabuck and get that information so that I know what I'm saying, how I'm saying it. You feel me? Okay. So, but I appreciate the fact that you and Deja allowed me, which is your wife, allowed me to speak and say what I had to say when I was talking to Deja. Y'all could have hung up. I wasn't biting the tongue. I wasn't being disrespectful, but I'm glad that you guys could hear that there was a tone of what's the word I want to say? The tone of when somebody cared, that is coming from a good place. I'm not just attacking you just to be attacking you. I'm saying what I'm saying because I don't understand this. This bothers me, and so forth and so forth. You said, what'd you say, Queen? I just listened to someone else chat. Have you heard of Little Bit? She said she knew Deja. Yeah, I've been watching her. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been watching her. I've been watching the whole story unfold. That's why I was able to give my opinion on certain things. I watched the mom as well. I watched all of them. All of them. That's why I was able to give my opinion on the previous video to say what I meant. The part that bothers me the most is the mother-daughter relationship. Y'all know, you says, besides, there is always another side to each story, right? You heard the other side. We can't judge people, only God. God is a judge of all, period. God is a judge of all. But we can use those things to help other people out, because it's the thing that bothers me the most out of this situation is the mother-daughter relationship. That's the thing that bothers me the most. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when we have daughters, and daughters and moms always bump heads. Always. We're the mothers are the protectors. The mom said, I did any and everything I could do to protect my child. Now, don't we mothers feel that way? Now, we do it differently. We all handle the business differently. I wouldn't have done what she would have done, but she probably wouldn't have done what I would have done. And I probably wouldn't have done what y'all would have done. Y'all probably wouldn't have done what they would have done. So it's different. You feel me? But there's a brokenness between them. And it's horribly broken. And it didn't just happen when Mike appeared. It was already broken. You feel me? It was already broken. So when I hear her talk about her mom, when I was hearing her talk about her mom, I didn't appreciate that. The whole name calling of her mom and all of this and that and the other, I didn't appreciate that. You feel me? I just felt, and I didn't appreciate the fact that I didn't hear Mike step in to be like, even it was, hey, don't talk about your mom on here. Let's not, let's not talk ill will towards your mother. I would have wanted to see that. You feel me? I would have wanted to see like, we're gonna address what's going on in our life. You feel me? Your mom did state some stuff, but we're not going to name call your mom, because at the end of the day, that is her mom and that is your mother-in-law. You slept with the mother and the daughter, but y'all in a circle, because that is the mom, her daughter, her husband, mother-in-law. It's a whole circle. You feel me? So somewhere we can sit up here and talk about, oh my God, how this, that, and the other, and all this stuff, but we still have to have a helping tool. We can't just come on and just say. I'm saying mom and daughter relationship needs to be worked out, even if it's just a little bit. That's why when I was talking to them and I was seeing them on video, and I was like, God, okay, before I even open up my mouth, because I was like shocked. I was like, did he just called the Huckabooks, and I'm standing right here. I ain't gonna lie, I was in shock. He was like, I'm telling you, I know him. Going down. Look, I ain't even lying. Video, and I was like, did he just? And then gave me the phone. Gave me the phone for me to speak, and I'm like, and at this point, I can't be like, oh my God, you're the Huckaboo. No, and won't. I'm not doing that for nobody. I'm not doing that. If it's a pleasure to meet you, I'm gonna be, oh my God, this is awesome to meet you. What I said to them, I feel like this is divine connection, and God did this to bring us all together, because we don't have to be here. Neither one of us had to be. Y'all could have been talking to somebody else. So I'm thanking y'all for even, first off, for even, communicating with me. I had to say that off the rip, that because respect is respect. You feel me? It still don't take away with how I feel. What I had question about. God must have said, okay, look, a lot of people been praying for y'all to connect up and talk. So let me do this right here. Because I had no idea. I could have said, no, I'm not going to that event. No, I'm not. I wouldn't even have known the things that I've known, that I've got that whole day, that whole Saturday. That whole Saturday was a whole meaning for me. You feel me? So for me to talk to them was, I wasn't finna be like, I'm like, God, okay, God, you did this. Give me the words to speak. And I know we're not on here for very long, so make sure that my words are meaningful, that I can hear them and they can hear me. And that was that. And then we started talking. You said, this whole thing is crazy. Now that she knows about her mom and him, she still chooses to get married. She's married. We can't say get married. She's married to this person, to envy her mom till something happens and scares her. This is the part right here. I'm trying to enforce. This is the part right here. My situation is, I have a daughter that was shot by a guy. He was trying to kill her. You hear me? Kill her. He shot her 3 times. She got shot 3 times. She died on operating table and back. I'm saying, I want to speak out loud about this. She says, no, I don't want you to speak about it. Well, I'm going to speak about the part as a mother, because I could have lost a daughter. You feel me? I could have lost a daughter. I already lost a son due to decapitation. Now, I don't want to lose a daughter, because at the end of the day, even if me and my daughter ain't talking, and her daughter ain't talking, and you and your daughter ain't talking, and you and your daughter ain't talking, at the end of the day, who buries who? This is real life. This is not a game. What they are going through, it's not a game. It's real life. These are real life situations. All of us go through real life situations. We don't want to share the real life situation. I mean, the rough, tough, the real. We don't want to do that because we don't want to be embarrassed. We don't want people to know this and that and the other, because we built the name for ourselves. So we don't want that. No. Like I shared with them, and especially to Deja, you have a platform. It's how you choose it. That's not good to hear that don't build your reputation on, oh, y'all old people, just because I heard her say this one time, all y'all old people are just mad because the young people are getting the older men or something like that, she said. But in reference to that statement, that's not cool. Because even if some young people are ready to be married to way older people, it still don't make it right that Florida made the age legal to be able to do certain things. Don't mean that a person is mentally ready for that, mentally stable for that. Like I said, marriage is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Marriage is not for the weak. You said she wants to feel so grown. It's sad that guy is there, so she thinks she's leveled up. I guess because he pays the bills, but he's also known to putting people in jail and people will be vengeful. I pray for her. Okay, and that right there, that's another thing too. Is let me go back. Okay, when I talked to Deja, Deja did tell me exactly what I said. I said, before I even heard them, I said, I told them I was having a conversation with my husband first, and then I shared it on here, and I said, she probably gravitated to him because she didn't have nobody else to talk to. She didn't have nobody else to turn to. She didn't have nobody to confide in. And he probably was that listening ear. And I want to say something. I almost let it slip out what was said to me. I almost did. Hold on, give me a moment. I can't. Oh my God. Okay. I almost let that slip. Okay. Let me get back to it. I can't divulge anything as of yet until I speak with them because I need proof. I can't. Ugh. So I said she probably confided, she probably got close to him because he listened. A lot of times when y'all hear people say, I have nobody to listen to, they need someone to talk to because they will probably make some mistakes that they wouldn't otherwise make. Does it make sense? You said because he pays the bills. Actually, Deja works. I don't know if you follow her on that. She works. She has a job. So most times when she coming off the videos, she's saying she didn't work. You hear her say she didn't work the double. She didn't just got out work. She works. But he's also known of putting people in jail. Now that's the part that bothers me. Now that's the part that I believe I did mention that too, that his problems is now her problems. So now she's a part of it. You feel what I'm saying? So if you like, say in a gunfight, this is an example. You remember back up in the Western days when as we see the movies, right? And they be like, they turn their back to each other. They both got a gun and they both walking away and so forth and so on. And then at the count of whatever, boom, they start shooting. And then you see everybody else like is the shooting about to start. So they get out of the way. But some people get caught in the crossfire. You hear me? Some people get caught in the crossfire. And I feel like that she may not have known a lot of, I don't know if she did or didn't know a lot of stuff. That's one of the things is my question. Did she know a lot of stuff that he was involved in and was like ready to take that on? Because when you be involved with like, let me throw some examples out there. When you're involved in people that have been in hardcore gangs or drugs and all that stuff. You know who I interviewed? You remember White Boy Rick? I want to post this video up because I got to get all my videos, make sure I'm able to download all my videos off of Facebook. I interviewed one of the guys that was with in a part of the White Boy Rick thing. I interviewed him at the radio station when I was at the radio, and I got a chance to ask. That's why I keep asking God, who am I? Like, because God would give me interviews that other people wouldn't ordinarily have. But I did get an opportunity, and I met him. Matter of fact, I got one of his hats that he'd done, but he was close knit with White Boy Ridge and White Boy Rig, and gave me exclusive stuff on my show when I interviewed him. But people can't get caught in a crossfire, and that's what bothers me about her. Like, she got a baby. They got kids. What's going on? I got questions. I'm not done. Like, I would like to finish communicating. I got questions. If you look at the video, the past video, you will see that majority of my questions are on there. I'm really asking a question. When I was speaking directly to Deja, I'm really asking those questions. You said it's a cycle with our family. We have to break the cycle and do. We have to break that chain, that cycle. We have to. We have to be able, we have to. But I'm going to tell you this, Antoinette, too. Some people in family don't want to. But then you got to back away. You got to back down. Like, I'm even learning some of that stuff. You know what? I'm not going to argue. I am 301. Let me do that again. 301. It looked like 3,000, but I have to do 301. You hear me? And I don't feel like arguing with nobody about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You have a right to your opinion. I got a right to mine. We can agree to disagree. And that's why I when I did this channel, I'm like, you guys are openly, whether you agree with me or don't agree with me, but let's have some adult conversation. You understand what I'm saying? You can say, Debbie, I don't agree with you. And I'll be like, okay, well, why you say that? And then I'm listening to what you had to say. It's called communicating. Communication. We don't have to agree to be in each other's presence. We can agree to disagree. And that's what make us the best part, because you giving me something that I didn't even probably think about. I'd be like, oh, you know what? You're right. That could be it too. That could be it too. However, this is how I feel. Whoa, 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 whoa. And you're like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but whoa, that's how you communicate. You said, this is not the only girl that have married an older man. We understand that. We do understand that. And it's shown a lot, I think, but with the circumstances of this, behind what the circumstances behind all of this is everything is questionable. You see what I'm saying? The Godfather, the age, the allegations of what mom said from what they said to what the other person said. So there's a lot transcending around the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot that I told people the other day while I was looking up the story before I came on to speak the first time. I saw where a grown woman married a 7-year-old man. What? A 7-year-old boy. What does that? And the boy says, when I get older, I'm going to find me a wife. When you act, I think the part that pedophiles exist scares a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? And innocence being taken from the youth, because like I stated before, I have a granddaughter, and I truly love this little girl. I can see so much of me in her. And she's just as carefree as she want to be. She is so carefree that I don't want nothing to take her innocence away from her. I want her to be that. I want her to be that way for the rest of her life, to be just carefree. A lot of us, y'all know, a lot of us got our innocence taken away from us. A lot of us. We had to grow up very quickly. Wouldn't you agree? We had to do what we had to do, how we had to do it very quickly. And we made some mistakes. You said, now that is outrageous. You got to explain to me which part you're talking about. You said, I don't think that you can compare a 17-year-old. Oh, with the 7-year-old. Yeah, no, you could do any of that, because you could do that as well. Because let me tell you why. Some 18-year-olds are not in their right mind, and they do have adolescent thoughts and behaviors and things like that. And they do think younger. And they do be living out that younger year, even if they were legal to get married. See, people just looking at the legal part of it. Oh, they're legal to get married. You don't know if you mentally be able to be married to an older person. You don't know if by the time that younger person get older, if they look at you and be like, what did I do? I can't be with you. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's all young. To me, it's all young. A lot of us had kids at a young age. I did. A lot of us got married at a young age. I did. If I'd have had somebody speaking up the way that a lot of us are speaking, and I'm able to comprehend, because when we get at a certain age, we think we can run off at the mouth. We can say whatever we want to say, how we want to say it, because we grown, can't nobody tell us what to do type stuff. A lot of us was like that. You said, I don't think that Mike was the one who took Deja's innocence. No, I think the mom clarified that it was I think, was it a relative? Somebody? It was, I don't think anyone said that Mike took Deja's innocence. I said, we don't want the innocence taken. Okay, are we talking about taking virginity, or are we talking about taking innocence? Because that's two different things. Okay. What I mean by innocence, I mean by when, if you got a young child around you and they just jumping around and they in their own little world, and you know when a person still have their innocence. You know when they still have that. If you're talking about virginity, that's different. You said you are right about that. Oh, I appreciate that. See, this is what I'm saying about communication. This is how grown-ups communicate. And I'm saying this because you giving your opinion, I'm reading your opinion, and we are communicating. You know what I'm saying? We agree to disagree. We don't have to agree all the time. We can still learn from each other. It don't make that we have to be like, you don't agree with me? I hate you. What? You know what I'm saying? You don't agree with what I said? I said do it like this. Okay, you ain't gonna listen. I hate you. Like, what? You don't even know me. I don't even know you. And like, you know how, okay, here's a perfect example. Somebody could come on my page and they could be like, I don't like what you're saying, I'm out. Did you really have to announce that? I don't know you. Did I? Can you come join my life? I really want you to join my life. I didn't knock at your door. I don't know you. If you want to like move forward, move on, it trips me out when I see this on people's pages. I be laughing. So it's like, you don't need to announce that. Nobody, back up in the day, you go into the castle, and as you're standing at the door of royalty, you feel me? And you got the horn blower. Introducing such a, but we didn't introduce you in. You don't need to be introduced out. Sorry. Dip, go, scat, do your thing. Go ahead, fluctuate around this piece. We don't care. Keep going. If the message is not for you, if you can't find a message in the lesson, then why are you over here? Because over here is where you should be able to be like, you know what, this makes sense. Let me go ahead. Let me think about this. Let me think about this. Sometimes when I get like me speaking to the Huckabooks, I spoke to them Saturday night. I could have came right home and been like, y'all, guess what happened? I just spoke to the Huckabooks and whoop, whoop, whop, whop, and I'm not that person. I had to sit on there. I had to meditate. I had to like, okay, what just happened to me? Even when I have great news to share, I don't even come on that day of. I come on the next day. So I'm like, okay, so I'm not coming on Saturday night. I'm not coming on Sunday. People got the Halloween stuff. I'm still trying to figure out what just happened to me. I just had a whole conversations with the Huckabooks. I'm not going to do that. I got to be able to speak to these people in my right mind. So sometimes when you see me come on here and I'm stumbling, I'm trying to get out the words like, okay, God, I said, hey, I went to you. I said, give me the words to say, what I'm supposed to say, how I'm supposed to say it, because this is a platform for me. This is like me going to an event and I'm at the mic. You see what I'm saying? Now I can pull out. I got a microphone sitting right up over there, which I need to start setting. I will set my stuff up very professionally because I have everything. I have the lightings, I have the mics, I have it all because I did radio. You feel me? So I have that stuff. I'm gonna start coming on with my little microphone and setting my little area up. But right now, I'm just being comfortable with you guys, and you guys get to know me, and I get to know you all. That's what I'm doing right now. This is a part of the introduction. That's what it is. So it's like when I come on here and I'm stumbling over my words, is because I'm trying to make sure what I'm saying is really helping somebody. You feel me? Even though we're talking about this situation, overall, it's about us. What did we learn from what we just saw? What did we learn? What did we get? Did we just we just got anger, we mad, and that's it? No, then you're not learning. You said you said it's sad and the same time funny. You said like you really wanted to leave that message, huh? Right, for real, right? What do you want me to say? Like you're out, okay, and then I don't know. I can. Would you may chase you? I don't know you. You may, hey, come back. What did I say is wrong? What did I say? How can I fix? No, I'm not going to do that. Like what? Do he has? Wait, what'd you say? Do he has a child by her aunt? I think I did hear that in one of the videos that the little boy didn't know what to call Deja, if he called her the stepsister or the stepmom or something like that. I believe that's what I heard. Allegedly, that's what I heard. I watched what you guys watch, so it's now this is the time. This is the time right here when a lot of things that were said should have proof. Does that make sense? You said no, he doesn't have a child by her. No, not a child by. Oh, you said she don't have a child by the aunt. Okay, who is the child by? Since you answered, you said no. You said her daughter's father is deceased. Oh, you talking about Deja child? No, I don't think that's the question. She says, do he have a child by her aunt? Remember the mom spoke about a little boy and she didn't know whether she asked the little boy, what do he call Deja? And he said he was confused on what to call her. I think that's what Alice is talking about. I could be wrong. Am I right or wrong? Somebody help me out here. But that was on a video. Yeah. So I think at this point with the story, you said, I think he has a child by the cousin. Oh, the cousin. Oh. What, another form of relative, right? That's what we'll say. Another form of relative. I think at this point that a lot of things that are said, it needs to be with proof. And that's why I'm not divulging what was shared with me. I'm not doing that because I need to have proof. Anybody can say anything and come out here like give our opinion on stuff. And like I'm doing with you guys, I'm giving an opinion. You say they have a lot going on in that situation. The other lady said he monitors what and who she talks to. So hopefully she'll listen to other people. She heard me. And I would say this. Can I say something to that? Okay, and I can only be me. Okay, you said that she said that he monitors who she talked to and calls and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna speak two things about that. Two things. I'm gonna give my opinion two ways about this. One, we don't know that to be factual because she's not in the home with them. We don't know how they interact like that. Two, a form of abuse is that when people are abusive and they're trying to be controlling of you, they will monitor who you talk to, monitor where you've been, monitor what you say, and all of that. That is a form of abuse. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's the case, but that's a lot of stuff that a lot of young people don't know that occurs in relationships because people are not talking to them and they don't have nobody to talk to. So they going right along with it and think that that's the part of, and that happens to grown adults as well. That happens to young people, grown adults in relationship because they don't know how to have a correct relationship. To be honest with you, the relationship that I am right now with my husband and I, this to me is the best relationship that I've ever been in because I'm able to be me. I have not lost myself in my marriage. I've gained myself in my marriage. I've gained more of me. I got to know more of me. My husband gets to know more of him and we get to know more of each other together. So if you're in a relationship and there's no growth, there's no you learning more about you, them learning more about them, and y'all cooperating on one accord to make a better y'all, then there's a problem with your relationship. Every relationships have problems. However, you should be able to be you. Don't lose you in a relationship because that's the abuse that take place. Elevate. You should be everything you doing in life. It should be elevation. Does it make sense? Let me go back. Y'all know I said I was getting off a long time ago. But y'all hitting me with some good stuff right here. Let me see. You said either way, they related, and it's a lot of poor judgment going on. It is some poor judgment going on. It is some relationships. That's what I'm talking about. When I don't know which one said like earlier, there's a lot of older people marrying younger people. Okay, but it's the added stuff too. I ain't gonna say I condone marry the young the gap like this. I ain't gonna say I condone that. I can't say that. I can't say that. But is how can I say this? A lot of the circumstances is what's bothering me. That's what's bothering me. For people like me, and now I'm not like everybody. For people like me, it's like, did you know her when she was a child? Were you the godfather? Were you like what monitoring her to be a person of that you wanted her to be? Why are you not helping out with their relationship? Because irregardless, that's still mom. Mom ain't going nowhere. Even though mom is hurt and upset about the whole thing. Don't bother her. Don't say nothing to her, this and that and the other. That is still mom at the end of the day. Nobody, you can try to do as much as you want to get you a godmother, fake mother, mother this, mother that. You only have one mother. You only have one father. You can get you a godfather, stepfather, married father, such blah, 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 but you only get one. You feel me? In reality, that's what it is. Mama is mama off the top. You feel me? So it's like, I just believe a conversation should have taken place before the marriage took place. Does that make sense? I'm gonna say whatever I'm saying to you guys. I'm gonna say if God give another opportunity where I'm able to speak to them, because I don't know, that could have been the last one. I'm gonna say the same thing I'm saying. I'm gonna say, hey, watch the video. Like they said to me, hey, go watch this video. It's gonna be the same thing. I'm not. Don't mean that I hate them. I don't hate them. I don't hate nobody. I don't hate nobody. I don't like what's going on in the circumstance. Can you help me out a little bit here? Because I don't understand. And I thank God for giving me that opportunity, because they know that I personally don't understand. I was able to speak out of my mouth to say to them, I don't understand. I was able to do that. And they did not attack me. That was one of the things. They wasn't like, I didn't get none of that. It was about, and then because I was like, hey, hold on, wait a minute, let us talk. And we talked like human beings. And it blessed my heart. After I got off the phone, like I was shocked all the way home. Like, honey, did that just happen? Like God will do some things in your life that will just shock and amaze you. Let me get back to y'all thing. Somebody said, how do you know he monitors her? You said, I think. What? You said, I think he has a child by the family member. He told Deja for the child to call her mom because they married. No, Deja and him doesn't have a child. Yeah, we know they don't have a child. You said, see, I think people are reaching. I'm not divulging what was said to me. Because I gotta have proof. You gotta, because if I'm already on the front line. I'm not just on the front line for their story. I mean, I'm on the front line. You feel me? I'm right here on the front line. I could bring something else and talk about it. I'm still on the front line. You feel me? So if I'm saying something, I'm like, and if I'm not giving an opinion, I'm giving like, yo, here are the receipts of such and such and blah, blah, blah. Then I'm coming with the receipts. You feel me? But there's a lot going on here. Let me see. You said that's a start with speaking with you. Wasn't that a start? Because it was a lot of people saying in here, I hope she could hear you talk. I said, well, I hope she can hear at least one of us say something. And that was really cool. That was a really cool moment to be able to speak to both of them. And I'm not taking nothing away from that because they didn't have to speak. They didn't. And they did. They spoke to me. You said that other shouting lady. You said, I don't think he monitors. He lets her say what she wants, just how the live's been going. You gave me thumbs up. All right, cool, cool, cool. You say, why would the mother appoint a man that she turned a trick with to be the godfather of her daughter? I mean, that don't scream red flags. That's a very good question. You, my my husband and I talked like ooh. Oh, snaps. Okay. Why'd you do that? let me say this. Let me say this. Why did you do that? Oh, snaps! Oh, snaps! My cheeks hurt. Why'd you do that? I don't think that a lot of people caught that. Caught that. I don't think that a lot of people caught that. Caught that. Okay. Okay. Listen. Okay. Oh, snaps. My cheeks hurt right now. Okay. Okay. Mom buying drugs or whatever, or from the well known dealer. I'm just an example. I'm just as an example I'm giving. If a mother is buying drugs from a dealer, why would mom turn around and make the dealer and then have sex with the dealer? Why would mom turn around and make the dealer the godfather? That is a very good question. I have been given an answer to that particular question. I cannot divulge to that. Was one of the things I was given, but I cannot divulge that information until I'm given proof. Does it make sense? Because I cannot do that. I would love to have them so that I can interview them, like so. Um, you say you is not playing, okay? You wait a minute. Y'all, if y'all hold on. Let me go back up. You said first you said, why would a mother appoint a man that she turned a trick with to be a godfather to her daughter? I mean, that don't scream red flag. Then somebody said my partner is 12 years older than me, is a mature thing. I think that's what you were trying to say. Who knows what she went through? She had to grow up. He mom was on drugs, I think. Her mom. I mean, okay, I got you. Her mom was on drugs. You say, okay. Uh, a lot, just so you know, a lot of messages will be blocked. Y'all can't see it, but I can see what was just written. I can't read. I'm not going to read that, but I can't tell you why that didn't happen. You said Mike ain't groom her. Her mother groomed her. Why you say that? You said I ain't stupid. I'm from the streets. Okay, okay. You said what? Who are you? Who are you for real, real? Oh, okay, 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 okay. The you said her mama something. I don't know what you were trying to say there. You said it makes a lot of sense. What you mean? Like what? What you mean? What you mean? What queen? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Was that said? I could see it, even though it's not showing up on here. I could see what you guys are writing. Was that said? Did somebody say that? Queen, what you just wrote, the last thing you just wrote. You said her mom also said a white lady adopted her after she went to jail. Yeah, she sure did. You said the sad part about is her mother don't even know that she was grooming her daughter. You mean because of some of the choices that was made? You mean by some of the choices that she was doing by raising her kids and stuff like that, and the things that Deja seen her mom do and so forth like that? I could see how that could be a part of the problem. That's why I said in the beginning that I believe that the mother daughter had a problem, had a torn in their relationship before Mike even came along. You feel what I'm saying? But it added on to it, made it even worse. So I believe that there was something. I do believe. I was not there. I do not personally. I've never talked to the mom ever. I've only talked to Mike and Deja Saturday. So I don't really know them like that. I know of their story as you guys have learning of it, but from what I saw, I did see. That's why I wanted to talk to Deja, because I felt like she was hurting. She's hurting a lot more than anyone know. I feel like she is hurting a lot, and because she's had to fight her whole life, that she's still in the fight. That's how I feel. Like she is still in that fight. She is still fighting, and that there was things that happened long before that broke them. Because remember, mom said she whooped her daughter live on air, and well, in a kitchen or something like that. I do believe that there was a huge rift in mom and daughter's relationship that needs to be a healing. I said that even in my other video. Um, she say, right. She say, you're right. You see things, you know things. She said the way that her mom carries herself. Well, she from the street. She from the hood. She says she from the hood. You know how that is. I'm from Chicago. You know how it is. When you know when that's all you know. Well, she didn't cherish. I could still see your comment. I could still see your comment. So I'm reading it. They can't see it because of the certain words that you're using is not allowing it to show. Does that make sense? Um, I don't think mom made any. I think mom put it out there what she did, how she did, and when she did, whatever she did. I think I think to me, mom put it out there like I wasn't perfect. I made mistakes. This is what I did. I've apologized for it over and over again. Mama confessed her stuff. So the I'm not going to attack the mom. Does that make sense to you? I'm not going to attack her because we as parents, we make a lot of mistakes. She's already admitted to them. She's already talked to her kids. Deja is the baby. When you're speaking about the mother-daughter relationship, you know that there is a problem there. It is there. It does need, it needs to be helped. It needs to be worked on. And that's not an overnight thing of healing between the two of them. You know what I'm saying? But the bigger picture that everybody else was like tripping on is how did this man come to play and what happened and there's not is not nothing. You said you get that it's not about attacking her. Okay, cool. But I can see what you see. It makes it. I mean, it does make sense as to what you're saying. Like all of that played a part into creating who Deja is. All of it. Now we want to see who is Deja without all of this on her. So it's like, you know how you have a piece of corn and you got the husk on the corn? Okay. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Okay. This is an illustration that I was going to make. This is corn. You know how you have this, all the trauma and everything that Deja has gone through in her life, all of it, even up into this day. This is her. Okay. We don't know if you didn't know that this was corn, you wouldn't know what this is. You know what I'm saying? If you take this to a child and you be like, well, what is this? And they've never had this before, they'd be like, I don't know what that is. And you like for her, you have to peel back the layers. She's been broken. She's been torn. She's been lied to. She's been abandoned. She's been all of these feelings. She's cried. Nobody saw her cry. All of this stuff right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to see that come off her. And this takes time. This takes time to do. To when you come off and then you see that, oh my God, there's something underneath there. And it's bright. It's bright. What is that? You know what I'm saying? I want to see her shine. I want to see Deja bright. I don't want to see her anger. I don't want to see her carrying all of this stuff that don't belong to her. It don't belong to her. It does not belong to Deja. All of this don't belong to her. There has to be a healing process that take place when all of this is off of Deja. All of this. This is what I want to see. When all of this is off of Deja, right? And she's been made over to be who she really is. So that means this got to go in some water and it's got to be boiled. You feel what I'm saying? Because then after it's boiled, oh my God, it tastes good. So the sweetness can come out of her mouth. So the sweetness can begin to manifest. So that she begin to, when somebody tell her of what she going through, what they going through, she could be like, you know what? I can relate to what you're saying. And this is what I did to help me. That's what I want to see in Deja. That's what I'm talking about. But it takes time. It's not an overnight process. It's not going to be overnight that all of these layers are peeled back and off of her. You know what I'm saying? And it takes us as we are the older individuals, since we're speaking about it, make sure that when we're speaking about it, we're saying something that she can catch and gravitate to, because we may not get that opportunity to talk to her. That was a blessing from God, that God allowed me to talk to both of them. And that's why I prayed before I spoke to say, Deja, can you hear me? And she was quiet. She listened, and I saw her face, and she was listening to me. In that little small gap of an opportunity that God gave to me to speak to her, I could see her listening to me. I could see Mike listening to me. I saw them listening to me. Now, whether they take anything that I said, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to take what I said, but I'm grateful that I was given that opportunity to say what I say, and I got it out there. I didn't hold it. I'm not just on here talking to y'all. Like, I really want to help people. And God allowed me to get out what I was trying to say so they could hear me. I want to see Deja, like, she got a lot of responsibilities on her now. She married a man that's been here a long time, that accumulate a lot of stuff. And she's standing side by side with him, then you got to be guarded. You got to be geared up, because y'all got a lot of arrows being thrown at y'all. Y'all got a lot. And you're young. Certain things you're going to know about, certain things you're not going to know about. Certain things you're going to hear for the first time, and you need to be protected. You need to be shielded up, because you married into this. You know what I'm saying? Not all of this is not you. This is not all of your problems. You shouldn't have to be. But now that she is, now what are we going to do? Now what? What are we going to do? How are we going to handle this? How are we going to help you to get through this? Because I'm looking, there's different points of views here. My main point is, I would love to see it. All mothers and daughters don't get along. All mothers and daughters don't communicate. But if you can get to that next step to where I'm not going to call my mama a name, I will feel like what I said to her made a difference. Even though it's not me, but I will feel like, thank you, God. Somewhere in there, I can hear I haven't heard her call her mom a name. Just that little bit for me, that's a difference. Because it takes steps to get better. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this. None of this is going to happen overnight, but to make an effort as to what I'm going to do. And then maybe later on, we'll hear an apology from the both of them. To be like, you know what? I'm sorry I put you out there on social media like that. I'm sorry I put you out there on social media like that. I'm sorry for the things that I've said, and so forth and so on. As she get older, things will work out. Right now is not the time, because there is a lot of emotions that's going on there. It's a lot. But they're human beings. All of them. Human. In a situation that's unbelievable to all of us, that we all have questions, but they still are human beings. And Deja is young. Now, regardless of how much she say, I'm grown, I can do whatever, she's still young. We see anybody that's younger than us, especially that young, y'all say, oh, that's still a baby. We all say that. And we all want the best. We all want the best. There's kids involved. There's kids. We want the best of them kids. This whole thing is displaying on the social media to where those babies have to endure all of this. Those babies are suffering. The babies are. They got to go to school. You don't think they watching everything on the thing? You don't think them kids are looking at like, what's going on? Who's such and such? You don't think them babies are picking that stuff up and learning that, then going to school and talk about it too? You don't think the kids are talking about it? You don't think the high school are talking about it? Come on now. Come on. Either one or two things going to happen out of that. If people going to be like, you know what? Oh, I need to get me an older man. I'm 17, but I want to be with me, an older man. Y'all be hearing, y'all know, y'all hear everybody talking about that. These kids, no, I don't want to be with nobody young because they not as mature as me. No, I don't want it. No, they can't do nothing for me. I need me a sugar daddy and everything like that. Where they get that from? Us. We got to make a difference in somebody's life. We can't just be like on here and then just let it go. That's why I'm different. That's why my little platform area is different. We got to be able to learn from this, because people are going to go back and they're going to watch this. What they going to get out of what they watched, what they going to get out of what I read in y'all comments, what they going to get out of it. We have to, that y'all, okay, I'm on the front line for everybody that's on here, you subscribe to, or you become a member of, I'm on the front line for us. You feel me? Because this is us. Y'all helping me with this. Y'all helping me with this. So I'm speaking what y'all saying, and I'm like, okay, what we gonna do? I'm reading the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because these are our thoughts. We're just human. These are our thoughts. And maybe what I say can help somebody, and maybe what you say can help somebody, but we got to come up with a solution. We can't just come on here and talk about it and just dip. We ain't got no solution. What we on here for? We ain't helping. Let me go back to reading. You said, okay. You said you groomed your son for prison and you didn't realize it. Okay, I'm still catching up with the notes. Right, how you say you groomed your son for prison. And you know what? You now I get what you're saying. You're making valid issues. How we want our kids to be, we actually groom them. I groomed my daughter to be one of my daughters to be an entertainer. My kids, I taught my kids how to dance hip hop, gospel hip hop. I taught them how to sing. I was a choir director. I taught them how to have a relationship with God. I taught them how to do things. My one daughter, she's a comedian. She's made me laugh her whole life. She's a model. She knows how to get in front of people and entertain them. You know what I'm saying? She's a dancer. You know what I'm saying? And I helped groom my daughter into that. I did. So, I mean, I helped. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand what you said about grooming. You said layered. Yeah, she's layered. Definitely layered. Yeah. See, somebody else want to know how that happened, Cherish. Like, how did you groom your child for prison? She does. You said, and she feel like Mike is her safe place. She does. That's what I'm talking about. When you have somebody that's saying, I don't have nobody to talk to, turn to, and this and that and the other, and the other person become the person you can confide your most personable you, then yeah, you find them safe because you want to share with them everything you're going through and stuff like that. Yeah, I agree. You said great analogy. Oh, with the corn. Yeah, that's how I see her. I mean, that's how I see her. You said that's all women people been hurt so much, not knowing who to trust. Poor baby. Yeah, for real. You say, hello, Debbie. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Renee. You said, people hit the like. You guys hit the like button. I mean, please hit the like button. Subscribe. There's no telling what my next topic is going to be about, seriously. And become a member, please. You says, yes, I wish she would stop calling her mom out her name. That would be awesome if she could do that. Stop calling her mom out of her name, because that's going to always be your mother. Always. If you for 1 second think that mom is not hurting just because she's not talking to you or she's acting out in anger, you're her baby girl. Her baby girl. She says she didn't have to say to us, she's the last one out there. She's the last one. Like that is what's in words. For her to acknowledge that's the last one, she's the last one, that means that that in itself says a lot. That's my baby. This my baby. She said, I went to prison for protecting my baby. Did you hear her say that? I went to prison for protecting my baby. In her anger, she said, I went to prison for protecting my baby. She know times wasn't easy for y'all. She know that. She know that. And Deja, you have to understand that your mama know that, and your mama has to understand that you know that. Both of y'all have to understand that it wasn't perfect. It was, y'all went through hell. Y'all did. If y'all could erase and make things and do a do-over, I'm sure both of y'all would want to. I'm quite sure that would be the case. But we don't get an opportunity to do over. We don't get that. What is done is done. We get a chance to say, you know what, I apologize, but you can't ask people. This is something that I think that a lot of kids, until their kids are older, they won't realize this. Some people, they want to put so much guilt on a person, and they make that parent feel so guilty for them doing everything they can for the child, even though they disagree or whatever, is hard. So they want you to apologize every time they in a foul mood or whatever. You keep saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It's up to you to say, okay, I forgive you. Hard for me to forget, but I forgive you. The step is to forgive, because the forgiveness is for you. It's for you, so that you could then forgive yourself, because with every action is a reaction to the reaction. You feel what I'm saying? To everything. There's an action to the reaction to the reaction. You feel me? So if you feel some type of way to your mom, that means you're not healed from it. Your mom feels some type of way about you, that means she's not healed from it. So somewhere along the line, the healing process has to begin somewhere. First, forgive yourself. And then try to forgive each other. Even if you don't talk to each other, that's cool. But you got to allow an opening somewhere so that y'all can forgive, because there is no perfect parent, and there's no perfect child. There isn't. It just so happens that your mom, she from the hood. Y'all from the hood. A lot of us from the hood. A lot of us make it out the hood. A lot don't make it out the hood. A lot still in the hood. You feel what I'm saying? And in the hood is different. People, you think differently. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us went to the church and we had to stand there and get the block of cheese, and we didn't have what other people have, where they didn't have to go to. I remember one time. I will never, ever forget this moment in my entire life. Will ever forget this. My mom sent me and my brother to Cleveland, Ohio to see our relatives, right? We was little kids. So every summer, my mom used to buy our summer clothes in the wintertime, buy our winter clothes in the summertime. So we was all packed up to go on our vacation. Me and my brother, we went to Cleveland, Ohio. Well, my brother used to agitate me a lot. So we used to fight a lot, right? So I got sent home. My mom said, you still got to go somewhere. You going to your cousin's house. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm still excited. I'm a kid. I get to go see my cousin. My auntie went and took me and my cousin to the store. And when she took us to the store, she told us that we can get whatever we wanted. Didn't matter what it was. We got whatever we want. That was the best summer I had ever had. I remember getting strawberry chocolate quick, whatever, the powder, the syrup, the cocoa, the chocolate, the strawberry quick mix. Yeah, that's what I got. I thought that was because I got the big one. I didn't get the small one. I got the big one. I was so freaking happy over that little thing. That made me so happy. That little thing made me so happy. So when we in the hood and we live in there, we don't get all the good things that everybody else get. We get introduced to different types of sweets, foods, clothes, and all that stuff. We get excited. We like, okay, now I ain't got to worry about this. I'm straight. We good and this and any other. And that's the feeling that Deja probably feel now that she has somebody that is, she feel like she can confide in. She ain't got to do this. She ain't got to worry on her no more. She got somebody that's fighting team with her. So that's what she's feeling. And then she's been attacked her whole life. So she in attack mode. She never got out of the attack mode. You know what I'm saying? Never been able to get out of the attack mode. So when here you come, here the people on, now I do notice that sometimes she be like, y'all is funny. She like y'all is, and she start laughing and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, she's been defending herself for her whole life. You see what I'm saying? Now she's still defending herself against her mom. They still going at it, whether they speak or don't speak. They know that there's anger there. Me, I'm like, okay, fine. We don't have to speak. We don't have to speak. But I'm not gonna harbor no anguish in here. I'm not gonna do all of that. I need to have a clear mind to be able to live my life drama free. And I'm not doing any of that. Love you, but I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna be over here because I'm not doing all of that. I'm not about to do all of that. I'm not about to do all of that. Let me catch up with what y'all saying. You said yeah, you would think they weren't connected with blood, but they are. You can't get nobody to replace. You can try hard as you can to get somebody to replace you. I can get somebody to replace my daughters. That's still my daughters. They can get somebody to replace their mama. I'm still mama. That's still your mother, and that's still your daughter. That's at the end of the day. You said, oops, let me catch up. What did I miss? You say, love your platform, positive and uplifting. Thank you, Zaretta. Thank you so much. Thank you. You says, some young girls just have a natural attraction towards older men. I didn't get that from what you said. I didn't get that from none of the women's in my family. You didn't get that from any of the women's in your family. You just attracted to older men. I think attraction is attraction. Does that make sense? We all want the perfect little family, don't we? Don't we all want the perfect little family? I do not want you to get married until you're 25 years old. Leave it up to the fathers. You're not getting married until you're 50. I don't want you to have no children until you are this and that and the other. We all want that. But we all make choices and decisions that we have to live with because we're not perfect. We're only human. You said, what did I miss? Oh, okay. Let me scroll down. She says, I grew my son for prison by the choices I made and the things I did in front of him. And that's correct. That's why a lot of people need to be talking to their children right now, because this is a worldwide topic. You understand what I'm saying? Even though the kids may not be talking about that in front of you, they are talking about it. Take the young girl, I'm sorry. The young lady that's speaking with them a little bit. Take her. You see how she's talking and she's very loud, boisterous with it, and the kids are around. But she's telling the kids, get out of here. I'm talking, but they're not even fully out the room yet. And she's still talking about it. You see what I'm saying? Those kids can go and talk about and talk about it to their friends. This is just an example. Can talk about it to their peers, to their peers, to their peers, to their peers. And there's a lot of us that are talking about it in front of kids, and they could talk it to their peers and their peers and their peers and their peers. That is going around. We're not protecting them. So we become a part of who they're being brought up to be. We become that part. We don't want to take the responsibility in being a part, but we are a part. We all play a part in the choices that our kids make, everything. We all do. And that's we all do. We all do. We play a significant part. We do. And we're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes, and that's inevitable. It's inevitable that we're all going to make a mistake. There is no perfect person on the face of this earth. Your kids could be attacking you and saying, well, you didn't do this for me when we were growing up, and that's why I hate you. You see what I'm saying? They don't hate you. They don't hate you. They love you. They're hurt. You see what I'm saying? They don't hate you. The things that come out of their mouth can hurt us. The things that come out of our mouth can hurt them. The way that we were raised up, the way that we try to raise them up, the transition between stopping doing this and being better at this to, I don't want to hear you, I want to listen to you, and they can't see that, oh, okay, you're a better person now. But they can't see that because they so used to you being one way. But you continue being better at who you are, because every day that you wake up should give you another opportunity to be a better, greater you. Every day that you wake up. If you wake up the same as you did yesterday, you should go back to sleep, try it again, wake up, because you still sleep. I mean, you physically sleep. You just sleep. You shouldn't be going to sleep and God bless you to see you through the night. Even like if you're married, right? When the time that you're separated is when you go to sleep and you're dreaming two separate dreams. You understand? And then you wake up and y'all in the same bed together. You should be thankful. Thank you, God, for waking us up today. Thank you. Thank you for blessing us to see another day. You should be thankful. What did I do yesterday that I can change today? That's another opportunity for you to do that. Change it. Be a greater you. It's going to take steps. You're not going to just leap up because you're going to fall back down. There's room for you to fall. You see what I'm saying? But if you take steps, if you fall a little bit, you can get back up. You see what I'm saying? But if you take the steps and be like, I mean, I got this. I'm up here. Look at that big fall. Does that make sense? You say here, hey, Alice, you said not correcting him when he should have been corrected. I understand. You said, I remember me and my siblings being sent outside to play when the grown folks were talking. Yep. A lot of times people don't do that. They just talking. And just because you sent them to the other room and you still talking, remember when you was a kid, you put your ear up to the thing. Remember that? Remember the glass? Remember all of that? We was trying to be nosy. Remember all of that? Everybody forgets all that when you get grown. You remember that? Now because I know I'm a loud person. I'm loud. Can't nobody tell me I ain't loud. I'm loud. I know me. I'm a character all by myself and I'm loud. You won't hear me. You will. Sorry, but you will. You gonna hear me. You gonna hear me. And I know for a fact that a lot of us is loud and we just be out there. I've had people come on here and be like, well, why is you yelling? I'm excited. I don't know how to contain nothing. And the church to my head, not my heart. I don't know how to contain nothing. And that's just me. That's just who I am. Does it make sense? Okay, y'all. Now I said a long time ago, I was getting off of here. Now I've got to go. I've got to go. I love you guys. I thank you guys for joining me today. I'm very thankful. Thank you so much that you took the time to come over here. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Listen, on this channel right here, we take everyday videos and things we've heard, things we've been through, and we talk about it. And we iron sharpen iron over here. This is what we does. And we had that adult conversation over here. So only thing I can say to you from here on out, strap on that seatbelt, pull that thing down, and get ready for this roller coaster ride. And boom, okay? Like, share, and subscribe. Become a member. What are you waiting on? Hit the like button and the bell. Jesus. Go to my YouTube channel and go over to Debbie Curry Speaks. All right. And in that